Rally sport is very popular in Africa.
For rallying, you just need a gravel road, and everybody's got gravel roads all over Africa. So rallying sport is definitely the most important motorsport event in the whole continent.
And the FIA African Rally Championship is the most important rally series. For 39 years, it's allowed rally pilots to live their passion. Pilots like Guy Bottrill from South Africa, Leroy Gomez from Zambia, and the champion from the last 3 years, Manveer Baryan from Kenya.
The African Rally Championship is very special to every country in the continent because it's their premier motorsport event. It's almost like the Olympics or Athletics World Cup.
The ARC is a real prestigious event. It's phenomenal to take part in it. It's a very difficult event to take part in because it spans the whole of Africa, the first round being in Ivory Coast. Then we come back down to South Africa. There's one round in South Africa.
In 2019, stops in Zambia, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Rwanda followed. 7 different countries that present different challenges for the teams. First, there are the logistical challenges.
The biggest challenges of the African Rally Championship is that Africa is such a big continent.
You know, it's a logistical nightmare to get to all of those events, taking vehicles across borders, trucks and teams.
When they are finally competing, the teams have the next challenge. Every rally has its specific conditions.
South Africa, you're driving in the forests. Then again, you go to Zambia, you're driving on farms.
Every country has a different type of terrain, and each terrain has its own unique challenges.
But there is one thing all rallies have in common.
So what makes the African Rally Championship incredibly tough is mainly the climate and the road conditions. The roads are incredibly tough. They're much rougher than what happens in Europe.
So you have a lot more challenges on things that could potentially damage your vehicles.
The roads are always rougher, climate's more extreme. So it's always a challenge on both the driver and the car.
It's not only these challenges that let you grow as a driver, but also the competition.
I always say this, if you compete with the best, you become better. When you go to different countries, you get exposed to some brilliant drivers in other countries.
But the variety of countries is not only presenting challenges, it's rewarding the drivers with unforgettable experiences.
You know, the people on each event, every country that we meet new people, new characters, new friends for life. And the culture and the food and the experience of each country. Africa is a beautiful place.
The size of the continent, the long traveling through different countries are big disadvantages in the middle of a pandemic. That's why the ARC had to cancel 6 of 7 events in 2020. A tough situation for all the teams. The drivers have only one way to stay in shape and practice their craft, to participate in small local rallies.
Doing the local championship also helps you because you do get extra seat time in the car.
All these small events are very important for us to gain experience with the car. The service crew learns the car, I learn to drive it, we learn to set it up how I feel comfortable. So it's crucial for us to do all the small local events.
The best drivers on the continent are ready and prepared for the restart of the African Rally Championship in 2021.
Can be hungrier than we've ever been before. The enthusiasm in the team is there, we're ready to go. We're ready for a hectic season next year again.